Hi, welcome. Today we're going to be working on our third eye chakra. This is our sixth chakra. It's located here in between our eyebrows. It's the seat of our intuition, our inner wisdom, and our ancient inner guidance system. So this space has to deal with our dreams and our imagination, our memory space. It has a lot to do with the way that we perceive the world. So we're going to go ahead and start off in a comfortable seat. And for today's practice, I suggest grabbing blocks if you have some blocks, or if you don't, you really just need a giant book. So if you have a large book, you can grab a large book, otherwise grab a block. And we'll go ahead and begin. So we'll go ahead and start by rolling our shoulders up behind the back and back down the spine. Just starting to feel into the breath. Inhaling them up and exhaling them back down. And we'll walk our fingertips out to either side, coming up onto our fingertips. And then we'll exhale, dropping that right ear down over to the right shoulder. We'll lift the chin and drop the chin. Just massaging into the neck here. And then we'll inhale back up and drop over to the left side, stretching out the right fingertips, really breathing into this entire right side of the body. Lifting the chin and dropping the chin, just kind of massaging at the neck. And then we'll go ahead and roll the neck around, one large circle in one direction, and then in the other direction. Then we'll go ahead, come back into our seat, we'll bring our hands into heart center, close the eyes. I'm going to take a moment to set an intention here. Bring your palms together at third eye, letting our thumbs just softly touch that space in between the eyebrows. Tuning into the breath. And we'll go ahead and set the intention to open up this third eye, to feel into our intuition and to move our bodies, coming from a place of intuitive movement. Allowing yourself to intuitively move to what feels good for your body today. Inhaling, breathing air into that third eye space, allowing the prana to just fill that third eye, the prana, the life force, the breath, allowing the breath to just fill that space. And we'll go ahead and seal this intention with 3 rounds of Om. So we'll go ahead and inhale deeply and exhale, release. Inhale to chant. Om. Inhaling and exhale, releasing our hands to our thighs, keeping the eyes closed for just a moment longer. Feeling into any movement inside the body. We chant the sound Om because that is the seed syllable for the third eye. It's the sound of all of the sounds. It's the sound of the universe. Connects us to our higher self and to our intuition. We'll go ahead and slowly open the eyes, rolling the shoulders up and back one more time if that feels good. And then we're going to move into the rest of today's practice. We'll do a yoga sequence, and then we'll do some kundalini breathing, and then we'll finish it off with a meditation. So let's begin. We'll go ahead and We'll go ahead and come on into all fours, into a tabletop position. We can bring our blocks or our book up to the top of the mat. And we'll go ahead and start to just kind of roll out the spine, moving into some gentle cat-cows, waking up the spine. Inhaling to open the chest and exhaling to round the spine. And here I invite you to just move with the intuition of your body. No need to stay inside the lines. You can rock the hips side to side. Just taking a few deep breaths to get into the body. And then coming into center. And then we'll go ahead and curl our toes and press all the way up and back into a downward facing dog. You can keep the knees bent here. And then we're going to drop onto our forearms and come into a dolphin pose. Our head is not touching the ground, but it's close. Our elbows are about shoulder distance apart, parallel to one another. And we're breathing here. Our knees can be bent. Our heels can be lifted, finding out what works for you. And breathe. Deeply, bringing our attention into that third eye space. We can use that as our drishti today. Our drishti is our place of focus, where we move our eyesight. So gazing up at that third eye center. It might feel a little uncomfortable at first. And breathe. You can pedal out the legs, come up on the toes. Then we'll go ahead and drop our knees down and press all the way back into a child's pose. We'll go ahead and grab that block or that book. And we're going to just place it underneath the forehead. I like to keep my forehead just on the edge of the block, right here. You can even use the other block to sit on if our seat is not touching our heels, or we can put a blanket there. But we'll go ahead and drop into that child's pose, massaging out that third eye onto the block, rocking the head side to side. And breathing, keeping that intention in our space around really igniting the space of intuition, just moving the head around in a way that feels really good for you, really natural for you. Breathing deep. Three more deep breaths here. Pressing that third eye into the block. Keeping our awareness in the center of our head. And then we'll exhale, slowly rounding up. We can go ahead and move those blocks out to the side. And we'll come up and press back into a downward facing dog. Spreading out the fingertips, spreading out the toes, and pressing up and out of those shoulders. We'll go ahead and inhale that left leg all the way up to the sky, and we'll bend it, bringing that knee into that third eye center, and inhaling it back up. Exhale, bringing the knee into the third eye, and inhaling it back up. This is a core exercise as well, so really contracting the core. Inhaling on the lift, and exhaling to contract, bringing that knee into the forehead. Moving through three more. Breathing. And exhale, stepping back into the downward facing dog. We'll go ahead and move through these on the other side. So we'll inhale, lifting that right leg up and back. Then we'll exhale, bringing that right knee into the third eye. Inhale, lifting, and exhale, contracting. Feeling your power here. Maintaining that focus and breathing. Two more. And release. Pressing back into that child's pose, grabbing that block, and massaging out that third eye once again. Taking a few deep breaths here. And inhale, rolling back up. And now we're going to move into some breath work. So you can go ahead and sit in Vajrasana if you would like. You can also sit up on one of these blocks. Or you can sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. So we're going to go ahead and move through two different breathwork exercises. Since the sixth chakra is all about that inner guidance, I like to focus on the meditative aspects of practice today. Also the breath work just increases so much vitality. So we're going to go ahead and start with our hands interlaced with the pointer finger facing the sky. And this is a kundalini practice, and I'll show you what it looks like. We're going to be saying the words Sat Nam. Sat Nam means true identity, and that's really in relationship to our higher self. So as we move through this exercise, our gaze is going to be staring up at that third eye. You might feel a little cross-eyed at first, but I invite you to surrender into that sensation. So on our inhales, we're going to go Sat, and really contracting that belly, lifting, engaging that Mula Bandha, that first chakra, kind of like the Kegel exercise. So really engaging those muscles down at the pelvis and sucking in the belly. So it looks like this. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. So we'll go ahead and do this for the next minute and a half. Let's begin. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. Good job. 15 more seconds. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. 5 more. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Good. And rest. Hands down on the thighs, closing the eyes. Connecting with the breath, noticing any movement inside, swirling energy within. You can maintain that focus on the third eye even with our eyes closed, bringing our attention into that inner eye, our inner guidance, just feeling into the sensations of the body. So from that practice, we cultivate a lot of energy, and that is a practice that you can do for a longer period of time as well. And now we're going to go ahead and do alternative nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana. So this engages the left and right hemispheres of the body. So we're going to go ahead and bring our pointer finger and our middle finger into that third eye center, bring our thumb onto our right nostril, and then we'll alternate bringing that ring finger onto the left nostril. So we'll inhale in one nostril and then exhale out the other, and then switch. So we'll go ahead and begin. So we'll bring our thumb to our right nostril, inhaling that left nostril, plugging the left nostril and exhaling out the right nostril. Inhaling the right nostril and plugging the right nostril, exhaling out the left. Inhaling the left nostril and exhaling right. Inhaling right and exhaling left. Alternating at your own pace. Bringing attention into that third eye center. As we breathe in one nostril and release out the other, this gives us a nice balanced space between both hemispheres of the brain. Continuing for 10 more seconds, inhaling one nostril, plugging it, and exhaling out the other nostril. Good, and then resting our hands on the thighs, coming into a place of stillness. Letting the breath fall naturally. Feeling any movement inside. We'll go ahead and bring our palms together, rubbing our hands, generating some warmth. And keep the eyes closed here. Really rub them quickly, creating that warmth. And once you feel that heated sensation, we'll go ahead and bring our warm hands onto our eyes. Bringing this energy into our physical eyes, into our third eye, cultivating that intention for the rest of our day to trust our own intuition. Let's take a deep breath together, inhaling and exhale out loud. We'll go ahead and repeat the affirmation 3 times. I move through life trusting my intuition. I move through life trusting my intuition. I move through life trusting my intuition. Go ahead and bring our hands to our heart center. Inhaling them up to the third eye, bringing those thumbs onto the third eye. And exhale, we bow to one another, feeling that space of connectedness, feeling that sense of something larger. Thank you for taking the time to practice with me. The light in me honors and recognizes the light inside of you. Namaste.